Cobb TV. Watch your life make sense.
Hello and welcome to another Ask the Kabbalist program. With me, as usual, is Kabbalist Dr. Michael Leitman. You are invited at any time to go to tv.kabbalah.info and send us questions to this show. You'll find our Ask the Kabbalist page right there, and you can submit video questions, audio questions, or text questions, and you can do it at any time. We will begin with our first question for today, which is coming from Holland. And it's a video question. Let's watch it.
Hello, my name is Anne. I'm from Holland. And my question is, why does we have a good life, a lot of money, things that we can do, we are able to do it, and why do people in Africa or in Asia can't do all that things?
This is a question that the great minds have been asking throughout history for years. Because truly there are kings and simple people, there are those who are starving and those who have surplus. There are those who live a healthy life and there are those who are constantly ill, and so on. There are infinite differences between people and qualities and conditions. And the truth is that we don't know why.
It's not fair, that's for sure.
All true. If we see only part of life, then it seems to us unfair. But in the wisdom of Kabbalah, when we reveal the whole of reality, we start understanding the roots. Why someone is really as if successful in this life and has everything, and someone else has nothing, and he's miserable and suffers throughout his whole life. And when we start to discover the whole picture of the process which a person undergoes, including the souls and the incarnations and his life in this world, including his time in the next world, and once again he returns and incarnates into this world, we see that actually everyone is equal. Everyone has an equal opportunity to discover themselves, their spirituality in this world, to ascend and compensate for this world in spirituality, and to achieve such a wholeness where one no longer feels himself lacking something or in a part of the process he's undergoing. But if we could see all of our incarnations in general, we would see that we're all equal, and no one is favored over the others.
No, I don't really understand. How can you say that everyone is equal? There are people who don't even have the opportunity to survive, they're struggling to survive.
Yes, but we also see in our world that if we want to reach something good, then there are a few years during which we have to invest ourselves in hard work, toil ourselves, live under restrictions, and maybe even more in order to achieve something good. So in our life we have better times, worse times, where we're ill, we lack money, we lack status, we lack something else, and then we achieve it and we acquire something and so on. So it's the same towards this other life, meaning this incarnation with respect to the next incarnation. Maybe in this incarnation I'm entirely lacking, in the next incarnation I'm all complete and whole, and I also see the people in our world, those that are lacking and those that are whole.
So this explains it actually. If you're saying that eventually, if you look at the total calculation, every soul went through equal states, then
yes, during the process which it undergoes, every soul has all the conditions, from the worst to the best.
So my only problem is that I don't see all of my past life cycles and future life cycles. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, this is clear. And how can I...
So you have to transcend it and see. Thus, the people in this world, of course, they can't say that this whole life is just. But whoever transcends beyond this life and starts watching from above, then he sees that everything is just.
Okay, I hope this answers.
It's possible for everyone.
Really? It is possible for everyone to do?
Of course.